So with this whole warehouse thing, I have not been eating as well as I should in terms of like hitting my caloric goals. Also, my workouts have been suffering because I've been caring more about like working on the gym than actually working out, which doesn't even make any sense. But I want to give you guys like a weight update and a physique update because I've definitely dropped weight. All right, gonna use my fancy schmancy body analyzer scale. 1 second, I want to add the camera in there. All right, so this says I am 178.8 pounds, 15.1% body fat estimate. Not too bad, I guess. And here is a physique update. Obviously, this is the morning when I'm really, really dry and flat. And you've seen me with my shirt off in my other videos, and I don't look as, I don't know if I'd call this good, but I mean, it is what it is. I think I'm actually gonna get a scale and keep it at the gym because I really like weighing myself on a consistent basis. I need to get back to that maybe like once a week because when you track, you kind of have a little bit more structure to your whatever it is your goal is related to your weight or your body weight. And these scales are cool because it has a body weight estimate. Are they exact? Probably not, but if you consistently use it and you track it, you'll have some sort of structure. So if you guys want to snag up one of these fancy scales, there will be a link in the description. I'd really recommend that you have a scale, and why not have a cool looking one? There's a big discount in the description. First link, go check it out. Body analyzer. And I mean, is this a dad bod? Okay, I'm done. So you remember those fans in my old apartment? These bad boys? Well, I'm taking them to the warehouse because everyone commented how ugly the brass fans are. Again, things that we know and we were planning on changing. But it's gonna be nice once I move everything to the warehouse and my apartment will literally just be an apartment. Oh my God, my battery died. I'm so sorry, I'll see you later. That's what I was trying to say before my battery died, is that once I take everything to the warehouse, my apartment will literally be just that, an apartment. And right now I'm at the gym for like 10 to 13 hours a day, so I don't get home till like 12:30 or 1. But once everything gets kind of going a little bit more, like, it's gonna be nice to just be able to come back to my apartment and have like no work here. I'm gonna have my laptop, obviously maybe I'll do some editing or filming here, but there's gonna be no packing orders here. There's gonna be no doing any of that. It's just like my apartment will be a place that I can separate myself from everything else that I do, and I can just come back and sleep and chill and Netflix and chill with myself. So Peter picked me up to go to Chipotle, but then he said we had to go.
We gotta go to Tyson's Corner, House of Hoops, to get some NMDs.
Ooh, apparently he's got a plug. It's what they call a silent drop.
It's like a silent drop.
Silent drop.
So they restock, but they don't tell anyone.
But these are like the cool shoes.
They will make.
If I get a pair and don't say anything and just wear them.
Everyone's gonna ask about them.
Damn. Maybe I'll get one. Are you nervous they're not gonna have any?
Yes, that's why I'm trying to walk fast.
Knees weak, mom's spaghetti vomit on his sweater already. He's nervous. But on the surface, he looks calm and ready. Peter, you just got all three. How do you feel right now? Are you on top of the world?
I'm on top of the world.
All right, so I'm gonna pick up one of each color. These are the beige, black, charcoal. So we got the shoes, we got some lunch, but now we have no idea where to park. Where's your car, dude? Dude, where's my car? So something we're doing is changing out these brass fans. There's 4 of them to the ceiling fans I had in my old apartment. This was something we were planning on doing from day one. Everyone's been like, when are you gonna change those fans out? Again, guys, most things you think that we need to change, we've already thought of that. So what we had to do is pull the fan out, which I've never changed a fan before, but it seems pretty simple. And then had to remove this bracket, or at least lift it up a little bit so we could get the tile out. Then we'll have to recut a circle into the tile. We basically need to trace this onto a new tile, cut this out, and then reinstall the tile, reinstall the bracket, which is a ceiling support that holds the fan, then put up the new fan. But it should be pretty simple, but it's just a little bit time consuming, probably like maybe 20-30 minutes per fan. There's 4, so that's like what, 6.5 hours? Now obviously Peter's filming, but this is very unsafe for the ladder. All right, here, hand me the camera and then hold the ladder. So, what we're doing up here, you got a ladder?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, let me see if I can make sure I can see myself up here. All right, so on some of these we have to replace the tiles as well. So there's these like light brackets, and then these are rods that go to the ceiling. You have to loosen these, so we have to get the tile out. It's kind of a pain in the ass. My camera battery is dying, but this one's good. What's unfortunate is like all these fans are like wired somewhat differently, so we'll just see how we do. This one should be done. Here you go, man. So the first time that we did the wiring, it didn't work because I did the wiring wrong. I think I connected like, I don't know, I'm not gonna say anything because I'm people call me an idiot, but it's working now. Obviously it's wobbling a little bit, so we need to either get a balancing kit or just need to tighten some stuff up. But step one is that I'm somewhat of a wizard. And yeah, once we fix the wobble, which shouldn't be too hard, we'll do the other ones. Max the electrician. Johnny is the chalk plug.
About time, right? Took about like 2 weeks.
Yeah, we chalk now. All right, so Omar over here is cleaning up the fan pieces. We basically ran into a little bit of a snafu with the fans that I brought from my apartment. They just are not working out well. And now the fans that were in there looked like crap, but they worked well. And before we go and buy brand new fans, what we're doing is doing a $7 like experiment, which sounds ridiculous, but it's actually looking pretty good. So don't hate it until you actually see it. You know, don't judge it until you finalize this. So what we're doing is we're taking these ugly gold and brown fans and we're murdering them out and painting them all black, which I think they look pretty fantastic. What do you think, Omar?
They look great, bro.
I mean, so we spent like $7 on paint. We're gonna test it out. We're gonna hang them up, see if it looks good, which I think they will look just fine. And who knows? So just don't judge them until they're up, okay? Then you can say you hate them. But they look a hell of a lot better than the last. Looks clean. What's really interesting is I could have not even told you guys that we spray painted them, and I could have just said, hey, we picked up 4 blacked out fans we found at Home Depot. And everyone would have been like, wow, super cool. Isn't that right, Omar? Evo life. Subway life. And banana peppers, please. Dinner. Peter, you starting your cut again?
Again, yeah.
How shredded are you gonna get? What are you gonna get down to?
I don't know.
How much do you weigh right now?
195?
And how much are you gonna get down to? Like 165?
Probably 150.
Right?
Probably 155. When I first met you, I was 165.
What happened, dude? I used to ball back in high school, so it's what, 20-foot shot easily?
You need a fraction of the cost.
So we're currently figuring out the wiring situation, but I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, there's power right there.
Looks good.
It's getting power.
So, old fan, black fan. All right, so it's currently 1:40 in the morning, just getting home. We spent a long time, because the lights, the ceiling fans are, I guess, in series or in parallel. I don't know the correct terminology. Basically all 4 wired together. They all 4 need to be hooked up correctly, and it's just confusing me, but we're gonna get it tomorrow. But we spent a long time doing that today. And then I had to edit up the video at like 12:30. The previous video, not this one. I'm really tired. I'm gonna go into my apartment, take a shower, brush my teeth, drink some protons, and hit the sack. I'll see you tomorrow.
The squares are white, the tape is black. What else? The wait is over, the real is back. O-T-R-A-P-S-T-R. Got the streets so locked, big shoes on the car. She likes.
Let's lift. I want you guys to know that with this gym and this lighting, like I said, I'm about to get big. When Christian was here, he was saying, Max, if you want to grow, you got to train like you want to grow. He said you need to stop messing around with these low sets, do sets of 15 to 20 minimum. Extra, or yeah, reps of 15 to 20, like 4 or 5 sets. Ain't no playing around no more, guys. Skinny Maxx is dead. R.I.P. Skinny Maxx. I'm getting bigger on camera as we're filming right now, man. Ah! Full tank. I don't even know. We're just gonna keep going. Ah. The only way you could have more time and attention than this is if you're wearing a couple watches. Get it? So I've kept saying that my workouts have been crappy and I've been putting the gym before actually working out. One thing I'm trying to do is work out earlier in the day. It's like, what, 5 o'clock right now? Right?
Yeah.
It's like 5. So then I can just kind of get it out of the way. And then once we actually get equipment in here and there's not as much work to do, there'll always be something to do, but then I'll get back on track. So I'm still following my like deadlift and squat program, but as far as everything else, I'm just kind of, as Drake would say, YOLOing it. Did Drake invent YOLO?
No. Well, he did say that's the model of the YOLO, and I think that's when it like blew up.
Who said YOLO first? I think it was actually maxxchewning. Also doing chest like after a ton of shoulder reps sucks. Pulse reps.
Word up. Look out for the cash. Cash, boom. Word up. Shoot the flies over here, baby.
Am I Kelvin with these angles?
Yeah. Check this out.
Yeah.
Word up.
See, this is a barbell rack, also a dedicated curling station. What's this? Just dropped my Jeep off at the dealer, so I've gotten the speakers replaced because it was rattling, but I don't think they needed to replace the speakers, they needed to fix a clip. So we're gonna bring it back in this time. I'm like, yeah, do you want me to like show the technician the problem? Because last time, you know, obviously they just replaced it when there was the clip issue. Like, well, if there's a rattle, they'll hear it. I'm like, okay. I mean, I could just show you what I'm talking about so you don't do something you don't need to do again. So now I'm gonna pick my Jeep up later and I'm walking across the street to Chick-fil-A. And I thought it wasn't raining that hard, but it's kind of drizzling really annoyingly. And yeah, so definitely gonna get all wet. What's the weather like, Ollie? It gonna rain. So you know how I get Chipotle like every day? Now Chipotle is dinner usually, and I get Chick-fil-A for lunch because it's so close. Spicy chicken sandwich, nuggets, fries, and I've never had this sweet and spicy sriracha sauce. I like sriracha, but I don't put it on everything, but sweet and spicy is kind of tempting me. We're gonna try it on a nug. That's really good. It literally tastes like sweet and sour sauce, but spicy. So that sweet and spicy sriracha is delicious, and I used it on all my nuggets and all my fries, but I don't know if it would mesh well. I don't know if it would get along well with my spicy chicken sandwich. We're just gonna go with the classic BBQ. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I am saying? Yes, I know what you're saying. Do you know what I'm saying? So we're basically gonna have to take a little pause on the ceiling fans because I am confused. And I've learned a lesson that when you take stuff apart, pay attention to how it was put together. Like take photos and stuff, because I was ignorant to the fact that I thought it was just like every other ceiling fan and they were just wired individually, but they're all wired together. So each of the wiring coming out of the ceiling, although it's the same colors, like some are connected together and not used and some are, and I just have no idea. So I need to figure that out. Is that a leak? Is that water? What is that? What is that? So I'm gonna have to do some research and or talk to someone who I know who knows a lot about electrical work. And we'll get it figured out, don't worry. Don't you worry. But we will not have fans for a little bit because I am lost. All right, so we'll leave this video with another issue. This is what you get with old ass buildings, but luckily any sort of leak is not our problem, so we'll have to contact the property manager. But check this out. That's a leak from the duct. This thing. Sweet! Thumbs up for leaks! Hit the thumbs up button for leaks! You think we should get thumbs up for leaks, Brian?
Yep.
See you later. See you in the next one. Woohoo! Is this dangerous? I don't know. Alright guys, so I'm just taking some photos. I decided to dress up a little bit. I never get to dress up really anymore, so I mean, it's whatever. So check it out on Instagram soon. Alright kids, better behave before I whip you into shape. Just kidding, I'm just kidding. Son, don't do that, that's a no-no. And this is a no-no. I'm just kidding. Alright son, don't forget those flowers, you need to water those! I'm just kidding. Dab out. Oh!